Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review. In this video, we're going to test the audio qualities of the soundcore Nebula X1 Pro because this device has a 7.1.4 speaker setup. In this video, I've specially purchased the Zoom H8, but technically I have still some hardware to purchase. I've tested some of the stuff that I purchased with a couple of microphones, condenser microphones. It didn't turn out as well as I was expecting for directional sound recording because I wish to create a setup that you can put your earbuds or your headphones, try to understand the depth. But I'm going to show you, this is quite a bit of useful setup for directional sound. Still, you will have a clear idea, but I will upgrade in the upcoming videos so you will have a better idea because I'm going to test a lot of different sound equipments when I wish to do so. So if the company sends and if I purchase myself, I will try to improve this section. So your support is important. What we are going to do is, as always, start with the things that we should have been doing. This is, these tripods are used for in photo studios. If you're wondering what they are, I sometimes use them for light stands itself, like for studio reasons. So this is, if I remember correctly, red is right and the blue is left. So this is going to be the right back channel. Let me just double check. And this is the left back, which I'm going to place it behind the camera where you are right now. I have to do it, sorry. So for similar distance, we're going to walk inside of the studio, don't worry. So I'm pulling the each, again, front, left. So these are the big ones. These are the 80 watts ones. So front left, quite sturdy. Front left it is. And I'm directing them like 45 degrees where the usually viewers are, sitting inside of the center, like a circle. But you can do it less angle, but it's up to you. And the device, since the device is calculating, we're going to check that hopefully. And yes, this is the front right, and we are kind of good to go. Let me just do it like this, put it in a way, and here we are. Each speakers will be leveled like my head level when I sit, but the back speakers are quite tall because these are horizontal. The back speakers are like vertical, so they are a little bit higher, but technically they are in the bottom of the piece of the speakers in the similar level. So what we are going to do, I'm going to hit in a second the voice, but what I'm going to show you right now, this H8 is in the recording. So again, it started by doing this, we got the synchronization. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk to this mic and then I'm going to talk to this mic. So you get a directional feeling of how the sound really reacts when you move around with the cardioid microphones or condenser microphones like this. They have certain amount of pattern and they're both right now 120. I can narrow it down, I suppose, but I don't want to. So you got a clear idea. Still, we have to do a lot of work. Still, there are hardwares to purchase, but as you can guess, right now, this is what we got and we got to work with. So, technically, the gain level is at 5 and the projector is going to do the thing. While the projector is working, let me just walk through the room setup. This is a mess right now. This is Zoom H8 and this is, as you can see, let me just take my hand, X1 Pro, and these are the speakers that I placed for each corners, and they're pretty sturdy of their own. And this is the back speaker, and this is the other one, right where the camera is, because this studio is not extremely big, like the 30 square meters right now, where I do the work, and yep, we are good to go. So what we're going to do, of course, take the remote control from lit up hood style, and it's going to do the thing I'm gonna push the projector a little bit because I want the smaller image. The reason is I don't want image to hit the speakers. And we're going to continue. Meanwhile, I will walk around a little bit to make a directional sound for you for this recording. And as you can see, it says best speaker placement. Let's do that. So from here, let's do the sound. Flex value is now off. Speakers. Let's choose the speakers. I'm not going to use the loudness boost of the device because it's pretty loud and I don't want to bother anybody. And bass up. Again, it's incredibly boosted because it's very powerful. So let's go to the channel. Try to focus off the audio quality instead of the audio amount. The reason is normally you can audio amount will depend on what you're listening to. So what we're going to do, we're going to dive deep to the Home Cinema and Tech View channel as always, and as you should be. And from here we got a playlist. Let's go do this thing of multimedia sounds, and let's start. What it says, experience remote control backlights, so it's not going to be too much of a, not now, I'm going to do the sound setup, sound check. So let's do the voice to level 50, I suppose.
There is a light to all this darkness, I will tell you this. There's redemption in you, I can't dim just why it is. Some answers are better left unspoken when you know you ain't getting it. Younger, younger, younger are you?
Miss Queen. left front, right front, center, left side surround, right side surround, left rear, right rear, left front height, right front height, left rear height, right rear height.
So let's do the calibration. So we did the calibration and we're going to again go to the playlist that we got. Start with this.
Left front, right front, center, left side surround, right side surround, left rear, right rear, left front height, right front height, left rear height, right rear height.
Prepare to experience something spectacular with the sight and sound of Dolby technology. This is Dolby Atmos. Now, sound moves around you in three-dimensional space with breathtaking audio quality. It brings the on-screen action alive and immerses you in every moment. Whether the soundscape sets the mood of a scene,
Whoa! What is this place? Whoa! Come on, you guys, let's go!
or captures the full extent
Do you want to know my secret?
of nature's fury. And remember this? It's just the beginning of Dolby Vision, because what you thought was black isn't. This is black. This is contrast that delivers greater detail and dimensionality. This is luminance that means the difference between white and pure energy. Energy that is about to reveal an entire universe of color that will transform your viewing experience.
So we nearly finished the first section. First section was about to show you the recordings. Let me just get closer to here. Recordings of the multi-directional sound from coming 7.1.4. And I know this is not the ideal way to do it. Normally I should have been using a Blu-rays, movies, and directly giving the best signal possible. I am playing through the YouTube, because the reason is I don't want to get any copyright problems for this video. But if you're wondering how it performs generally, you can clearly say this is a beast of a device. If you're especially gaming, this is going to be pretty good, far better than you ever imagined. And in the second section, we're going to connect it to the TV and then test it, and this video will give you a definitive idea. Still, I am repeating, my recording system is not perfect, but it's still capable to get the audio from one side through the other. So the directional sound, when I move around, as you can hear, there is a bit of difference. So still not the perfect recording system. I need to replace the speakers to the front, left, and right like this, and the rear speakers like this, and we're going to be looking this way to the TV. And we're going to have the experience how it performs, especially connected through the Bluetooth to a TV, and then the video will be finished with my conclusion section. So let's go to the second part. For that, I'm going to hit click and then stop the video. In this section, when you put the speaker mode of soundcore Nebula X1 Pro, what happens, it's not going to close itself until you connect to a smartphone or something like the TV. So what I'm going to do, use wireless speakers, Bluetooth device, and I'm going to try to find speaker settings, one device, and Nebula X1 Pro 5F. Let's hit that out. And once it's connected, it should be going off. And of course, if you got the Soundcore app, you can, of course, you see it, right? So allow the app helper to record the audio. While using the app, it might be an option. So that's about it. I think switching the TV, Google TV mode. Yes, when I hit, I want you to see that too. When I hit the home button, it just, we need to upgrade this, not now, upgrade it in the future. Still, it's always a nice touch to see stuff from a brand to upgrade. So what are we going to do again? I'm going to go to the Bluetooth speaker mode, and the TV will automatically, this is the anchor sound if you're familiar with it, and like I said, disconnected, connected to TV, and it's about that. Okay, when we play as soon as possible, it will probably work. So it is running something like this at the back. Let's try that out. And I'm going to go in this section. Okay. By now you have the synchronization, and I'm going to do, of course, as always, home cinema and tech review. And from here, I'm going to go to, don't focus on the visuals by the way, there is no calibration in this stage. And what we're going to do is again play a demo, how it feels. And I will take the recorder into the middle of the stage right now, where it should be, because right now the speakers are around 4 different separate places. Sorry about the little noise. And I'm going to hit Dolby Atmos demo from the TV. You're seeing the zoom's shadow. So what happens was, I haven't experienced it before, but you can have a background image like that animation, or you can screen off. That's a nice touch. So I'm going to play another one. By the way, it works great. If you want to match this up with your TV, I think you will get a clear idea. Let's play this one. So in this stage, I want to tell you my final conclusion, because I don't want to keep this section same length with the default test we have done so far. It's obvious that you can connect this setup to your TV through the Bluetooth and you'll be happy with the results. So what this gives you, actually, if you got, let's just say 65, maybe 75 or 83-inch TV, 98-inch TV, that you are quite happy to use indoors, and you just bought this setup for outdoors, but you're going to be able to use it as a dedicated speaker that'll enhance the, creative space of your dreams, because you can combine it with your TV, and then you can do whatever you want with this setup as just a sound setup. You don't have to buy a separate soundbar, separate subwoofer to connect with your TV. There is a little bit of catch. As you all know, these are charged speakers, so technically from time to time you gotta put them inside of the Anker Nebula X1 Pro or Soundcore Nebula X1 Pro. So you have just one little bit of limitation, but you have the accessibility of separation of each channel, and also you have the perfect example of wireless speakers. You don't have any wiring issues. So you can place them, and then you can, time to time, just charge them and place them back. And if you don't want to use it as a speaker, well, it's easy. You just close it and place it somewhere else. But you can place the subwoofer at the back. If you got, let me just tell you one scenario that I can think of. You got a couch right here in front of your TV, and you can place it right beside the couch and project like dropping down screen or rise up screen in front of your TV. Okay, you got a 120, 150 inch screen, then you can have a cinema experience, and then when you roll up or roll down the screen, you got yourself a TV. But same placement applies with your speakers, so you don't have to change too much of the stuff. You just have to connect your TV to the speaker mode and you're good to go. And this could be good for gaming with TVs if you prefer gaming in a smaller scale compared to projectors. But if you ask me, if I bought something like this, I would be always using as big as I can, as bold as I can, because this device is a really quite good projector with a good sound. And I never had experience with built-in setup like this has a whole package. And I think still this shows this device doesn't have an alternative to it. So it has its own league. I will probably repeat the same stuff when the full review happens, but this was just an audio experience video because this device deserves such a dedicated video in my opinion. You can use it both ways, as a speaker and also as a projector and speaker combination. So you got two things in same budget. You must think of, again, I probably said it in the shorts, if you want to buy 7.1.4 soundbars, you should probably think about $800, like $600 to $800, maybe up to $1,000 of price. You're getting a 400 watts of speakers. And the setup that I did, and I haven't tried other than the regular movie mode or standard mode in the speakers, and I haven't boosted the bass and boost the sound. If you boost the bass, it will shake the entire room and maybe even your house fully shaken. So I tried it at home, but in this video I keep things regular. I haven't done the extreme. You can go even further if this is an open space. But indoors, this is far more than enough. Until if you are not just so picky about the bass, but it could really shake the entire room or entire area that you play. So I know this is an outdoor focused device. That's why it should be, powerful like this. And it needs to be, when you go to an open space, you need a lot of power for your audio. But indoors, it can really shine like I showed you in this video. So if you haven't listened with your earbuds or headphones, you can go back and use them. My conclusion is, of course, obvious. You can't buy something like this for price like this, especially in the Kickstarter and campaign times. I think if you got a place to put it, and I made a dedicated placement video, if you got scenarios for it, and if you got the budget to do so, you don't have too much of an alternative to this when you include everything as a package. But if you separately judge projector, speaker, and each one of the things that this device do, because this device has also, you probably know it, but 2 microphones, and you can do karaoke, which I'm not going to do in this video, but there should be another separated video because they perform great, kids love it, and if you are in a karaoke, you will love it too. I'm not that sort of guy, but technically you can do conferences, you can do shows, and you can do karaoke, you can do nearly everything with it. So I highly recommend as a speaker and as a projector as a whole, if you got the placement right, if you got a dedicated scenario for this. So wait for my full review for brightness, for detailed tests that I've done, and I will give you my full conclusion, some of the stuff that I tried over the years and different products that I reviewed recently, like last 6 or 8 months, and I will give you my conclusion about this device. So stay tuned, hope to see you in the next video, and until the next video, bye from Home Cinema and Tech Review, and hoşça kalın from Turkey, Istanbul. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye guys.